What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the 2019 movie Changeland. So this was written and directed by Seth Green. This was actually his directorial debut, and it stars Seth Green, Breckin Meyer, Macaulay Culkin, Brenda Song, amongst other notable individuals. And I randomly stumbled across this, and I was like contemplating what movie do I want to watch, and I saw the trailer for this, and I'm like, I was in the mood for something a little bit more light. This is more of a like a drama. It's got some comedic elements, but I was just looking for something chill, and I saw the trailer for this. I'm like, like this looks pretty darn good, and yeah, it was just like the perfect thing I was looking for to watch last night, because it was just like, a very relaxing movie to watch. It was a nice feel good story, and yeah, it was the look was beautiful. So yeah, overall I had a really good time with this movie. It was it was great. Like it was a solid movie. I really didn't dislike anything about it. So getting to the plot summary, the movie focuses on this character Brandon, played by Seth Green, and Brandon, he planned this whole surprise trip for his anniversary, but then he realized that his wife has been cheating on him, so he just goes on the trip with his longtime friend Dan, played by Breckin Meyer, and he hasn't seen Dan for the longest time. But yeah, he just ditches town, doesn't talk to anybody, doesn't contact his wife at all, and he just, he's like, I planned this surprise trip, she's cheating on me, I just gotta go anyways, I gotta get out of town, figure stuff out. So yeah, he's going on this trip in Thailand with his buddy Dan, and pretty much the whole movie is just about, him growing as a person. He's got he has this whole decision: is he gonna fight for his marriage, or is he just gonna let it go? So he's contemplating: is he gonna try to make it work? Is he gonna get a divorce? And he's going through this personal growth where he's so uptight, he's so regimented, and he kind of starts to come out of his shell. So that is the basic plot summary. The first little point that I want to talk about is I'm telling you what, the character of Brandon was so relatable to me, because like I said, he's very uptight, I'm very uptight. There's this one quick little shot where when he arrives at his hotel, he has to organize everything, like the remote and all his little belongings and stuff. And I'm like that. I'm always everything in my house has to be so organized. I'm a very neat person. I'm really regimented. I feel like I'm kind of reserved, So I really related to his character. There's this one instance where Dan was like, all right, let's go out to dinner, and Brandon's like, no, I want to stay in, I'm trying to stay in, and Dan's like, we're going out to dinner. That would totally be me, where I would just want to stay in, just relax, I don't want to go out, I don't want to do too much. I'm kind of like that, I'm uptight, I'm not that fun. So I really related to his character, and it was cool seeing him come out of his shell. I'm like, you know what, I need to do that more. There's this one line that really stuck with me, and so earlier on in the movie, Dan and Brandon are talking, and they haven't seen each other in 2 years. They were pretty much best friends, but they kind of lost touch, and Dan was a little bit upset because Dan's a photographer, and Brandon didn't go to his initial solo gallery. It was this big showcase that he did, and Brandon didn't come, and Brandon didn't think it was a big deal, but Dan was like, he was bringing it up. He was pretty darn upset. And Brandon, he was saying like, well, it was at 12, it was late, I didn't want to be tired for work, I just couldn't swing it. And Dan said that, like, this line totally stuck with me. He's like, you can't be just tired at work for one day to support your friend. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's some real stuff right there. Like, that is some realness, because I feel like I'm very much like Brandon in that regard as well, where, I'm a little bit self-centered, and, I'm just so stuck in my routine where it's like, if, say, my buddy has a concert, or say a buddy wants to get together, but I got too much work stuff going on, or, it doesn't perfectly align with my schedule, or I'm working on some creative stuff, I'll blow off plans a lot. And this movie got me thinking. It's like, I've known this, but I wasn't thinking about it recently. Like, you really have to make time for people. Everyone's busy. Every single person is busy all the time, but you really have to make time for people. You gotta, that's relationships, whether it's a friendship, romantic relationship, it's, sacrifice. So, sometimes, yeah, you might have to go out, be a little tired, but it's like you gotta show up for your friends. So I really like that line. And yeah, once again, I just really related to Brandon. Something else that I really liked about the movie is the look. It was shot on location in Thailand. Oh my goodness, the scenery. Like, you watch this movie, you feel like you're on vacation. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. Throughout the movie, they're taking these little boat trips to little islands. You see so much beautiful ocean scenery. These islands. They're walking around the wilderness. You have like all these beautiful bridges, these beautiful temples with monks, waterfalls. Like, there's some cool sunset shots, some really cool aerial shots when they're on the boats. Like, this movie feels like you're on, a vacation. It's beautiful. The lighting was top notch. Just everything just popped. Like, the greens popped. I don't know if that's just how beautiful Thailand is, or it was a little bit of lighting and color grading too, but oh my goodness, all the greens were the greenest greens ever. Like, it was absolutely beautiful. So I really like the look, and I really like the music as well. Like, a lot of the music that they used was like similar to stuff that I listened to in high school. It was like a lot of 2010s indie pop. There were like a bunch of songs that I recognized, but I didn't remember the name of them. But this one's a classic. They got Time to Pretend by MGMT. That's an absolute classic. I loved hearing that. And then when the credits rolled, they had that song 11th Dimension by Julian Casablancas. That song absolutely slaps. I used to listen to that in high school all the time. I watched the entire credits just to listen to that song because I hadn't heard it in so long. I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot about this. And it was cool watching the credits because there was a little post-credit scene. It was just Breckin Meyer's character, Dan. He's in a plane and he's like, all right, you ready to go to Greece? So, yeah, cool little after credit shot. But yeah, the music was thebomb.com. So yeah, everything kind of came together. The look was great. The music was phenomenal. I really liked the characters. I really liked their chemistry, their relationship. I really related to Brandon. So yeah, overall, this movie, it was thebomb.com. If you're looking for something a little bit lighter, a little bit more chill to watch, this is perfect. If you're just in a chill mood, you don't want to watch anything crazy, it's just a relaxing movie to watch. You feel like you're, on vacation, and yeah, I think it was super solid. So I would definitely recommend this. It's on Tubi right now, so you can check it out for the free ball. So there you go. That's been my review. Thank you very much for watching, and peace out.